Hi everybody, welcome to Transformation Thursday. It's a series started by two gorgeous gals, Melody at Transforming Melody and Rhonda aka Spanky Cola. The premise being you can't successfully change the outside without successfully changing the inside. That inside being your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, the whole kit and caboodle. Here at TruffleBunny headquarters, I wholeheartedly agree with this whole theory. So why don't you come on in, see how my week has gone, how God's working with me this week, and what my goals are for the coming week. Hi everybody, it's Transformation Thursday time again, along with my weekly weigh-in and what the heck I've been up to. So, I'll start with the weigh-in first. This morning, I weighed in at 239.8, which is 0.6 loss from last week, and it's a total of 11.2. So the things I did right this week. Oops, excuse me, I have two little dogs just out here under camera view, if you will, sniffing at the chocolate on me. Anyway, so the things I did right last week. I kept my sodium pretty low, relatively low. I kept my water as high as I could keep it without feeling like a fishbowl. Easy to do, but I increased my fruits and vegetables, and when I increased fruits, it wasn't like I had a lot of watermelon. I bought a bunch of apples and pineapple. I increased cucumbers and a bunch of high water fruits, along with, to keep my water high. The other thing I did right, which for me was really important, because in the past this would not have happened at all, as far as it wouldn't have happened. So Monday afternoon, I actually can't remember if it was in my last what I ate video or not, but Monday afternoon, which was the 6th, I had done really good all day. I came home from work and I was so hungry, guys. I was like, this week has been really a bad food week for me. Excuse me. As far as not what I ate or anything, just the craving wise. So Monday afternoon, I had watermelon, and I think I had a hot dog for lunch. And then it's like I just wanted to eat everything and anything, and I ended up eating things without even tracking them. And then I caught what I was doing, not before the damage was done, but I caught what I was doing and I stopped, because I really easily could have kept going. And I literally logged everything I ate. And it wasn't like a lot. It was almonds, and it was, oh gosh. I can't remember everything, but when I logged it, I ended up using almost all of my weeklies. I left myself with very little on weeklies. And, yeah, so I did log it. I put everything in there that I had. And it wasn't that I ate like tons of like bags of chips or whatever, but what I ate was high point foods. I tracked my little binge, if you will. And I made it so that it fit my week. Yes, I used all my points and I used most of my weeklies between that and dinner. But I didn't go over my weeklies. I still had 9 left at the end of the week. Dogs are running off to play. So I count that as something I did right, because in the past I would have just kept eating and eating and eating to my heart's content till I was sick, in all honesty, and I wouldn't have tracked it. For me, that's a really bad habit, excuse me, to get into. Because the first time I do that first time turns into so many more for me. So I made sure to track it and moved on. I stopped and just moved on. The things I still need to improve. Activity is still on that list. Yes, I met my Fit Point goal. My Fit Point goal right now through Weight Watchers, the Weight Watchers app, is 53. I hit 61, I think, this week. Actually, I forgot to look, but I know it was 60 or 61. Honestly, mentally, I say I need to improve it because mentally I have a goal right now in my mind for me of 70 to 75. And life has just been, these last 2 weeks have just been really chaotic for me between work and home and for some reason, you know, I just lost a handle on almost everything this week. So mentally, I have been so stressed out and exhausted. I'll get more into that later. The other, actually, I need to increase my protein. The last couple days, I have increased the protein I eat in the morning. I have been getting, well, I say increase the protein. I have been getting a protein, like a protein drink. Now, I have to be careful with them because most, if not all of them, are whey protein. But this particular one, because of the way I drink it, isn't bothering me too badly. Not to the point where I can't handle it. So, it's okay. It's a Core Power, I think, vanilla. It tastes like a McDonald's soft serve, I guess, is the only thing I can come up with that might be close. It's not what I was looking for, but it's what we have at the store up here. And with that, I would have like egg whites and a little cheese stick and then a whole bunch of fruit and vegetables. And that worked so well because I took that shake, and when I was able to take my smock and everything off to go out to get a drink, I drank whatever I had to drink. But then I also drank some of that protein drink, and it really kept me going, energy-wise. It kept me going. And I have gotten so much more done in the last 2 days. I've had so much more energy. Excuse me, my nose really tickles. I have gotten so much more done, and my energy has been so much higher in the later part of my day by increasing my protein in the morning. Now, I need to find a better way to do it, because I'll tell you, I'll go broke if I keep buying those drinks, because here they're like $3 a piece, and I go through like one a day. But right now, they're getting me through, so I'm going to do it until I can find an alternative. So my goals, the dogs are playing. My goals for this coming week are to continue with Let God Fight Your Battles, to try to reach 70 fit points. I really want to hit 70 fit points this week. Continue with my increased lean proteins, and let's see. Excuse me, I'm reading my notes and I can't read my writing. Oh yes, okay, so when my kids moved out, it really set the routines I had, the cleaning routines and everything, on their heads. And I've been working with ways to kind of make that better, to kind of ease the mental chaos. Come on, Oliver. Come on. Goodness gracious. I've been kind of working with ways to kind of ease the mental chaos and find something that really works with my schedule and everything I have going on. So last week, I think I've found it, and it works really well. So I'd like to keep up with that routine and see if it works, if it continues to work for me. Also this week, I know the next few weeks, the weekends coming up, hubby and I have a lot going on, so this weekend is our last weekend that we get to take for any kind of mental rest and doing what we want. So this weekend and through the next week, my goal is to spend time with my husband. We haven't done photography trips for a while, so maybe a photography trip is if the weather's nice. Take you goof. Spend time on the motorcycle. Anything, you know, we want to do when we spend time together. So yeah, so that's another goal we had. So those are my goals. As for how God is working with me this week. This week, where the last week was all about patience, you know what, here's a little recap of last week. I was so hectic and chaotic mentally last week. I was so just disorganized, felt overwhelmed. I can't even put it all into words exactly how I felt this last week. And if you've watched my Worship Wednesday video, you know I got a kick in the head. Well, figuratively speaking. I got a verbal kick in the head from the big man upstairs. And, you know, since I listened to the words that were practically screamed into my ear, It's been so much better. The chaos and everything, unbeknownst to me, the chaos came from, I wasn't spending any time with God in the last few weeks. Not no time, just not the time I normally would have. Sorry, phone rang. So unbeknownst to me, the chaos from last week and the week before was because I wasn't spending as much time with God. I said as much time with God, not as much time with you. So, I've been making it a point to spend time with God every day beyond my morning prayer. And the last few days have been such a total turnaround. It still is busy. I still have as much going on. I still have as much to do. But the chaos is calmer. There's more mental rest, if you will. Come on. I'm being bombarded by little dogs. God is working with me with self-control this week. Not just with food, but with my emotions and my words and my actions. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not a violent or crass person usually, but I am an emotional person, and while I don't get angry often, I do get angry, and sometimes it's because I don't stop and think. I just take things at face value. So I need to remember to rely on God to help me hold back on those reins and stop before I leap, and no matter what it might be. So there's a whole bunch of areas that come with self-control, and for me that's going to be an overall thing, I think, this week. That's already been shown to me already today. I just see that being the tone for this week. There might be more, but right now, that's what I see as being God's focus with me this week. So, how is God working with you this week?